You, youngs and unnies, brothers and sisters. This might be one of my most important videos I've ever created, but it's about welcoming change and how I'll change from what happened, from my rut. But I want y'all to take this information and change yourselves as well, because I put down every single thing that I know, every single mindset that I know, down onto this piece of paper, and I'm going to tell that to you today. The people who don't have the will to change, the people who are comfortable with the pain of staying the same. Go. Click off this video. That's fine. And just so you know, this video will be pretty long. Maybe. But I got 32 mindsets. Every single thing that I've known. Every single thing that I've built up in my life. Okay? Now that's over with, let's get into the video. So, mindsets, right? The most important thing when it comes to life is your mindset, right? Because everything is dictated with your self-image and your self-belief and all that. So that's why I'm going to talk about this first. It's not going to be really in any particular order, but I'll try to structure it a little bit. So the first thing is 100% mindset, the all-in mindset. What do I mean by that? Okay, so I mean that we have to go all in on everything. We have to give it our best effort. It's not give it our best effort. It's not, oh yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit. It's give it our full effort. Like, this is on my deathbed level effort. Like, I'll die doing this 100% effort. So if I'm committed to something, if I'm wanting to do something, I'm gonna give it my all. Because why? Because what's the point? What's the point of going 50%? What's the point of going 75%? Because you don't get all out of life if you don't put in all into life. What you put in is what you get out. Feel me? And I feel like everyone should develop an 100% mindset. Right? Whether you're in school, whether you're at home, pursuing your dreams, or if you're at work, like, maybe you dislike something, right? But I think everything, you can learn from everything. You can get so much benefits from things that you might dislike. Because even if you dislike them, it's like a learning experience, right? If you put 100% effort into them, then you'll still be better at them than you were before. Right? And once you get good at something, you'll start to enjoy it more. Okay? The next mindset is successful days mindset. And I think this is important. This is important because we always get caught up in the goals, in the long term, everything. We get caught up thinking, how am I gonna reach this goal? Like, we got all these plans and everything, right? It's gonna take years to achieve them. If we just focus on the years, if we focus on having a successful 2025, that's not very productive, in my opinion. All right, it's much better if you focus on the days, the successful days, because you're gonna be undisciplined, you're gonna be uncertain, you're gonna be scared if you're facing days at a time. I mean, years at a time. Just like Kobe said, Kobe Bryant, the GOAT. Nah, I'm joking. But he said, when you're looking at Mount Everest, you're gonna be like, hell no, that's impossible to climb up. But he said, if you just look at the steps, you just take it one step at a time, then you'll eventually reach there, all right? You won't be as stressed, right? All right, if you just take it one successful day at a time, it just keeps building momentum like this. It just keeps building momentum like this, all right? So I think this is a really important mindset to adopt. Just focus on the now, not in the future, because the now is what's important. What you do right now is what determines the future, not the future. The future doesn't determine what happens right now, okay? So yeah, anyway, the choices mindset is the next mindset I'm going to talk about. What do I mean by choices? I talked about this in my How to Build Insane Discipline video. What I mean is that choices, everything around you is dictated by your choices, right? Everyone is dependent on your choices. And I'm using this mindset to become insanely disciplined, as I said. My future self is reliant on my choices. Tomorrow is the product of today, okay? For example, right? Just like how people are drunk. You feel me? Like, when people get too drunk, they get hungover. Obviously, I don't really know all about that because I'm 15. But that's just a simple analogy. They get hungover the next day because of the choices they made yesterday, because they got drunk, right? But we could go further than that. All right. You know how the quote says, your morning, win the morning, and then you win the afternoon, and then you win the evening, right? It just builds momentum. It builds momentum. Every single choice, all right? The positive, the negative, whatever, builds momentum, right? Builds momentum. Seriously. All right. So what I'm thinking, okay? I might be thinking right now, like, oh, my future self, he might be a bad guy. He might fail. He might give up. But it's up to me, the me of right now, the current version of me right now, to decide whether I want to be like him. All right? And through that, like through the positive choices, I won't be like the bad guy. I won't fail. I won't give up, because I'm constantly thinking about the now. I'm constantly thinking about making the right choices, all right? Acting in a virtuous way that aligns with my values. And also, it's not just about you. It's about everyone around you, everyone who loves you. Your future wife, your future kids. Who do you want in your life? Right? All that depends on your actions that you do today. So yeah, that's a really important thing to keep in mind. The next one, younger and older mindset. So, younger self. What I'm thinking is that my younger self is believing in me, is depending on me, right? I wrote this in a journal once. My younger self, he was like, bro, I'm gonna be waiting for you at the top. Because imagine your younger self wanting to reach all these heights, all these goals, all these dreams. Your younger self, he wants that. He wants that for you. But imagine you're telling him that you can't achieve the things that he wanted. You can't achieve the things that he wanted. You can't make him proud. You can't make him happy because you didn't feel like it, because you weren't disciplined enough, because you were too stuck in the past. Imagine telling your younger self that, right? And also, your future self is depending on you as well. Okay? As I just said, the choices mindset, everything is dependent on your choices, right? Your future self is dependent on your choices, right? Say you want to be a kind, virtuous person. You want to be disciplined. You want to make this amount of money. You want to get this job. Everything is dependent on you right now, right? And when you constantly think about having a future self, like depending on you, you will make the right choices. You will make the right choices, because you don't want to let him down. You want to become the best version. You want to become him. Okay. So yeah, a lot of this has to do with discipline, right? The choices mindset, the younger and older mindset, right? Those were all things I mentioned in my insane discipline video. But yeah, the next mindset, the past is past, right? And many of these mindsets I've made a whole video dedicated to them, all right? But I'm just compressing it into one video right now. So the past is past. The past has passed. You realize that? Because nothing we can do right now can ever be able to change the past. You know? I watched this Bob Proctor clip. He said, we're all like this. He had a sand timer. Right? We're focusing on the things that have passed. Right? While the sand is still going. I know I don't make much sense, but the point is legit, we're focusing on the past while the present is still going forward. Right, the point is, we don't have much time. No one knows how much time they have. Alright, but we're still stuck in the past. We're still focusing so much on the past. Like, what good does that achieve? And I know it myself that it's so goddamn hard to move past from the past. To move past from all that regret of a past mistake that you did. To move past and forgive yourself for every single thing that you've done. For every single thing that someone else has done. But we just got to realize the past can't be changed. And if we keep spiraling negatively, if we keep spiraling down this hole, down this pit of guilt and shame, we'll never get out. And is that what you want? Right? Because if you shame yourself, why are you shaming yourself? Because you wanted to be good. You wanted to be the best version. But how would you be the best version if you're still stuck in this pit of failure? Alright? So as much as it's so goddamn hard to move past the past, we're just gonna move forward. We're just gonna move. Just gonna move our ass. We're just gonna move our ass, bro. I'm gonna swear. Because just like David Goggins said, some things in life, alright, we just gotta describe it with swear words. Because it's just that intense. We just gotta move. Just gonna move past, man. Alright. And next one, obviously, self-respect. Now, I'm gonna make a whole video on this, but self-respect is really important. Once you understand the concept of self-respect, you'll definitely be way more disciplined. Alright, and I think self-respect is definitely a bit different from self-love. Okay? Because you can love yourself. Like, you can love someone, but you might not respect them, you know? But obviously you still should. So I think self-respect is valuing your time. It's like discipline, right? Discipline is the strongest form of self-love or self-respect, you know. But it's holding off on the current pleasures of now for something better to come. Okay, it's giving yourself everything that you ever wanted in life. It's having the strength, the respect for yourself, right, to be able to actually fulfill your dreams, to be able to actually, go after your dreams. Right? For example, okay, you might want a girlfriend. You might want a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Alright? But you know right now that internally you're not developed enough. Okay? You're not the best version of yourself. You're not committed. You're not committed to yourself. You know that it would only end up in a breakup. It would only end up in a divorce. Okay? But self-respect, you're moving past the temporary pleasure of that. Okay? Actually trying to find the right one. Is he the right one? Is she the right one? Right? You're not handing yourself to everyone. Actually respecting the person that you are and giving yourself what you want. Okay? Anyway, enough said. I've made my point. The next mindset is the I'll figure it out mindset. You know what I've been thinking? I've been thinking that we mess up every single goddamn day. Hey, we mess up every single goddamn day, right? We've gone through so many failures. We've gone through so much shit in our goddamn lives. But somehow we're still here. I'm still here recording. You're still here watching this damn video. Okay? We figured it out. Okay? Now, I know I made a video about how I'll never have it figured out. But that's the point. Okay? The point is you'll never have it figured out. Alright? You just have to make do with it. What I'm trying to say, you just have to make do with it. Alright? And you'll survive. You'll survive. You'll make do with it. You'll make it up on the spot. You'll survive. You'll somehow figure it out always. And you'll survive here. We all have our bad days. We all have our good days. But what's important is that we've survived to this point. Alright, because we wanted ourselves to be alive. And someone else also wanted ourselves to be alive. Like, that's the point. Okay? But anyway, moving on to the next one. I'm trying to condense it into one video. Okay? Next mindset is I have no enemies. Okay, this is pretty important mindset for me. Right? I have no enemies, Obviously I made a video on that. I don't want to have anyone to hate. I don't want to have anyone to feel negative about. Even though I sometimes will. I understand that eventually I'll hate some people. My emotions will be so big that I'll become hostile. But the thing is, I'll just have to try my best not to. I'll just have to try my best to talk it out. Try my best to not judge people. Try my best to think neutrally or positively, whatever, Because obviously it's not good for you. It's not good for you to do that. It's not good for you. And I think so much damn bullshit in the world is created just by negativity. And I'm not going to try to blame anyone, Because it's generational. Like, some people just grew up in a negative environment. Some people just, all they know in life is to hate people. All they know, right? That's just the way they grew up. But I think if we adopt this mindset, we can see the world in a more positive light. We can make the world a better place, Maybe you don't want to make the world a better place. But it's okay. It's okay. In this video, you just take what you will. Right? If you don't agree with it, then it's okay. Leave a comment down below saying why. And don't take my word as gospel. Okay, this is just what I've learned from my experience in life. Okay. Next up, it's a negative. never give up mindset. I'm stumbling a lot in this video. I'll calm down. Okay. Never give up. I made a video on this, but it's the paradox of failure. People think failure is like just failing. People think that's what a failure is. Right? People think getting fired from a job or failing a test is a failure. But in reality, that's not true. Because if we keep getting back up, how can we ever fail? Right? Because failure is just learning. What do you do when you fail? You learn from it. What happens when you learn from it? You grow. You become better. And if you keep growing every single damn time you fail, how can you ever be called a failure? You just be a winner, right? You keep winning. Not to call anybody a loser. Seriously, like no one chose to be born, okay? People can do what the hell they want. But in this context, right? In the context of being yourself, okay? In the context of trying to succeed, what separates a winner from a loser is a loser tries, they fail one time, and they don't try again. A winner, on the other hand, they try, fail, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 100,000 times, 1,000,000 times, whatever. They keep trying and failing, but eventually they get to a point where they won, you know? In their definition of success, they get to a point where they've succeeded because they never give up, because they kept going. Okay, and I'll get more into this in the I'd rather die mindset, you know? Because, you know, your definition of success, right, is different from everybody else's. And what I believe is that I'd rather die. I'd rather die trying to achieve something great, something possible, than to live in a comfortable, secure lifestyle. I'd rather die doing that, even if I don't fulfill society's standards of success. You know, I believe that's my version of success. I believe that is true success. Because even if you don't subjectively fulfill success, I think you still succeeded because you never gave up. You actually tried to do it, right? And you won't have to think later on. What if I actually tried? What if I actually tried? You know, you won't have that disgusting feeling of regret, because you feel like, damn, you know, I gave it my best, you know, now I'm gonna die, right? And I ain't gonna regret anything, okay? But anyway, the next thing is, what does pain teach? You know, because I've heard this quote. It's like, patience, anger teaches patience, right? I think pain teaches us a lot. Without pain, we wouldn't learn anything. Just how I said failure a few minutes ago. Without failure, we wouldn't learn anything. Without pain, without those painful experiences in our lives, we wouldn't learn anything. So we should, you know, maybe not appreciate pain, you know, but we should kind of appreciate pain. Because you can't ever expect life to not be in pain, right? Because all life is pain. Pain mixed in with a little sprinkle of happiness, little sprinkle of sadness, the sprinkle of whatever. But life is always going to be painful. you know, but it's trying to teach us something. It's trying to teach us something. And once we frame it in that way, you know, we won't be so scared of pain. We won't be so scared of doing things, right? Because we realize that we're improving, we're growing, right? This pain is relevant to our journey. Without this pain, we wouldn't be able to walk on this path. Okay. Anyway, the next mindset is Ichigo Ichi-e. I'll probably make a video on this, but yeah, Ichigo Ichi-e is about appreciating every single moment that comes across you. Okay. It means once in a lifetime in Japanese. All right, but truly, every single moment is once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. You know, today, right now, is the youngest I'll ever be in my life. Right? I'm older than I was a second ago. That's true. Okay? And I think we have to appreciate every single moment, whether it's good or bad. You know, not love it necessarily, but we can appreciate the fact that there'll never be a moment in our lives like that moment. Even if we have similar moments in our lives, we can still appreciate the fact. Okay? This is a Japanese philosophy, by the way, if you didn't know already. So yeah, I think if we develop an Ichigo Ichi-e mindset, okay, we can become more grateful, more present, you know, more accepting, more fulfilled from the things around us, whether they're big or small. Okay? So yeah. The next mindset is no expectations mindset. A lot of things in life we come into with expectations. Oh yeah, this will be great, right? Oh bro, nah, school's gonna be so hype. Like I'm about to glow up. Like, and when things don't go in that expectation, we feel sadness, right? We feel uncertainty, we feel undisciplined. Because things don't go our way. And I agree with that, y'all. Things will never go your way. Maybe they go in a better way, maybe they go in a different way, but better. Maybe they go in a worse way, maybe it goes downhill from here. But the point is, things will never ever go in our way. So why hold on to an expectation that they will? And I think it just unnecessarily stresses you out. These expectations you put on yourself. The best that you can do is the best that you can do. And if you failed, then that's okay. That was the best that you could do in that moment. Because hey, if you tried your best and you think that it wasn't the best that you can do, then why did you fail? Tell me that. Right? You tried your best, literally. Okay? Focus on the effort you put in. You know, value the effort that you put in. Not the expectations, not the outcomes that you have for this thing, for this, you know, for this goal. Alright, be satisfied. You know, try to be satisfied, try to be content, you know, with the effort, with the process. And I'm going to talk about it more later. But yeah. The next point, life is uncertain, which is like, you know, similar to no expectations. What I just said. Life is uncertain, you know, nothing's ever going to go your way. Right? So that allows us to take risks that we didn't have before. That allows me to take risks because I realize that nothing in life will be certain, you know? If we have this mindset, we realize that we can do whatever we want. obviously you shouldn't do whatever you want, like in a bad way. But, no risk, no story. You start to expand yourself. You start to be more open. You start to explore the world. You start to, do things that you were scared to do because life's uncertain. Okay? No one has it figured out. Anything can happen in life, right? Just like Bitcoin. No one believed it could make money. But now we have Bitcoin billionaires, right? People who bought it for literal pennies back then. They're billionaires now. Because they believed in the uncertain. They believe that nothing's certain. So, I'm just going to do whatever I want, right? Life is going to pass anyway. So might as well do whatever I want. Anyway, the next point, love the process. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, a bit before, but we gotta love the process. We gotta trust the process. Because life isn't about outcomes. The outcome is fleeting, but the process is forever. You're forever gonna try to improve. You're forever gonna try to be on this arc. Okay? We gotta love the process. Because I feel like I'm already living the dream. Because what's your dream? To be able to do this every single day. To be able to fulfill your passions every single day. It's not about this outcome, I'm going to become a professional illustrator. Okay, that's just based off the fact that I need money to support myself, at least in this current moment. If I didn't need money, then I don't care. But obviously, everything around life is surrounded by money. Okay, that's just the way it is, and I gotta accept that. So, in order to make a living, my goal is to become a professional illustrator. But yeah, okay, we love the process and we enjoy life more. Because once you love the process, okay, if you love the process, then eventually you're gonna get to the outcome. Okay, we set outcome-based goals way too often. All right, our society focuses on materialistic things, right? The external stuff, the outcome-based stuff. I want to make this amount of money. Okay, I want to get this job. I want to get into this university. I want to pick up that girl. I want to pick up that boy. But I think you can never truly live life if you just focus on outcomes without going into the reasoning behind why you're doing so. So yeah, next point, Oubatori. Not sure if I pronounced that right. If I butchered it, then let me know in the comments. But Oubatori is the art of letting your own flowers bloom. At least from my understanding, I read this Japanese philosophy. Okay, Oubatori. Letting your own flowers bloom. Appreciating the beauty that comes with each individual, unique flower. Okay? The point is, we shouldn't be comparing ourselves with anybody else, right? And adopting this mindset can make us progress a lot faster, because we won't get caught up thinking about, what am I gonna do to get to her position? What am I gonna do to get to his position? No, okay, because the path can only be walked by you. Okay, it's your beauty, your body, your mind. You're not living someone else's mind. You're not living someone else's life. Because how long will you sit there living someone else's life? How long will you sit there with a mask? With a mask all over your head. And you're itching to get out because of society's expectations. You just want to chase the next big thing. You just want to chase it. You just want to compare yourself to it. Right? Oh, and now your self-esteem is low. Right? Now you need to see a therapist. Now you need all these things. And you'll never achieve the dreams that you want. Because you're too busy trying to fulfill someone else's dreams. Okay? No, appreciate your beauty. Reject that, please. Appreciate your beauty. Appreciate your journey. It's your journey. Right? Everyone's different. Everyone has a different amount of time. Everyone progresses at their own pace. But what's important is that you're appreciating your own journey. Right? You're getting better. 1% better each day. Kaizen. What's important is that you're Kaizen. Getting better than yourself. Right? Not trying to be better than other people. You can't be better than other people. Everyone is different. Everyone is different around this world, Everyone wants different things. Okay? You can never be better than anybody else. Why would you want to be? Right? You don't have to be. Just realize you don't have to be better than anybody else. You don't have to. Right? Anyway, the next one. This one's really important. Really important. It's okay to feel. What do I mean by that? It's okay to feel emotion. A lot of the reason why I got into that depressive episode in the first place is because I didn't let myself feel. You know the stereotype where men don't have emotions? That was like me. And even though I developed a mindset, even though I believe that it's okay for men to cry, it's okay for me to feel emotion, I just thought that I had way too much responsibility on my shoulders to be crying, to be feeling emotions, to be, right? People have it tough. People have it tougher than me. But what I realized that it's okay to feel emotion. You should take care of your mental health because you have all this responsibility on your shoulders, and it might seem counterintuitive to you, but if you think about it, right, if you don't let yourself feel emotion, then what's going to happen to your mental health, right? And if your mental health is shitty, your physical health is shitty, your whole life is shitty. And if your whole life is shitty, how are you going to bear all that responsibility? How will you ever bear that responsibility? How can you support your friends? How can you be the best version of yourself if your mental health is shit? If you can't even take care of yourself, how can you take care of other people? Right? If you want to focus on the responsibility, that is. Right? But obviously it's okay to feel your own emotions. You're a human as well. Stop treating yourself like you're some superhuman. Stop treating yourself like you're some robot. It's fine to feel emotions. It's fine to fucking cry. It's fine to do all these things. Just fucking cry. Just fucking be depressed. Fucking be anxious. Just do it. Alright? You don't need to be happy all the fucking time. This is something I really wanted to tell myself. But, I guess it just couldn't get to my head. You don't have to be fucking happy. We're not designed to be happy all the damn time. We're supposed to be sad. We're supposed to be damn bored. Alright? But as a society, we've just had the luxury over the past 100 years. Alright? We just had the luxury to be happy. ever since the agricultural revolution, all that, you know, we didn't have to focus on getting that money, getting that bread. Okay? Obviously, I definitely understand that billions of people to this day, they still have to think about that bread. They still have to think about that dough. But, you know, I live in a Western society as a privileged kid myself. You know, you watching this video up to this point, you're probably a privileged kid. Okay? And for those of us who don't have to worry about it, you know, I just think, you know, we've just been allowed to be happy all the time. We just have this expectation put on us to be happy all the time, which is not true at all. We don't need to be happy all the time. Okay, it's okay to feel. You figure it out. You figure it out, okay? Eventually you'll be happy. Eventually. Maybe not, but you know, just do what you can, do your best. Okay, focus on having successful days, okay? The next thing, looking within. Looking within. What I mean by this is external motivation. And I made a video on this. You shouldn't get your motivation. You shouldn't get your reason, your why from other, you know, external things, right? Not necessarily that you shouldn't, but I think you have to develop a strong base within yourself. Because what's going to happen to the house is going to topple over because it didn't have a strong base, right? And the foundation lies within you. The reason should lie within you. Your purpose in life has to lie within you. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be here with you. Hello, my name is Ja Rui. I'm going to be by myself all the time. Because I live in my own body. I live in my own mind. I live in my own self. Okay? So the purpose should come from yourself. What's going to happen to that external thing once it topples over? Okay? What's gonna happen when the headphones come off? Right? You go to the gym, you listen to music. What's gonna happen when the headphones come off? Someone tries to beat you up on the streets and you don't have your headphones. Oh, hold up, let me just get my headphones. No. Like, come on, man. We can't be creating these dependencies on outside motivators. It's unreliable. It's unfaithful to yourself. I hope, because once you develop the ability to self-motivate, you'll be able to self-discipline. Take me, for example. Back then, I used to always rely on external motivation. I used to always rely on my friends. I used to always rely on music to get me back up. Okay? And look, I do admit, the reason I did get back is because I listened to a piece of music. It reminded myself of my reason. But at the end of the day, it was still my reason. My reason. Not anybody else's. Not because I wanted to make her happy. Not because I wanted, a girlfriend. Right? It was because of me. Because of me. Right? So I think it's really very important to look within. Look within yourself. Okay. Next point. Acceptance. In life, I think you should accept every single thing that happens to you. Because what's the alternative? Well, the only thing you can do is accept it. Not saying that you're okay with it, but we have to accept that it happened. And right now, we just have to do our best to move on. Just like the theme of a lot of concepts, a lot of mindsets in this video. right? We have to move on. We have to do our best to move on. And, you know, we just got to accept everything as it is. Just like Miyamoto Musashi said, everything's in the past. You know, you can't get back what was in the past. All right, but we can accept what happened. We can move on. We can forgive. Yeah. Anyway, next thing, kindness. This is just a little bit personal, but I love spreading kindness. You know, not for the sake of boosting egos, not for the sake of making myself feel better, right? But just for the sake of being kind. I think if we be kind to other people, you know, other people are going to be kind, and that kindness is just going to pass on. I'm not sure whether I believe in karma or, you know, but the point is the kindness will keep passing on, you know. Maybe it might be egotistical altruism. Because I watched a video by the infographics show. They said that egotistical altruism is about trying to make humanity better, right? Being good for the sake of trying to make humanity better, which makes your own life better. I guess that has a point, but there's really nothing wrong with it, to be honest. But I think we should be kind for the benefit of ourselves, for the benefit of just being a good person, not because you have any reward, right? Obviously, I feel good from being kind, but I just think kindness is just a good thing. You just got to be virtuous, okay? Anyway, material goods. This will be short, but the next thing I want to talk about is material goods and society's focus on material goods. Because, you know, most people, they focus way too much on getting this material, right? Oh, I want this luxury bag. I want damn designer clothes. Right? We place way too much value on it. When instead we should, you know, we can value the material things that we have, but we shouldn't rely on them. As I just said, you know, looking within. We shouldn't depend on these material possessions to make us happy. Because I think happiness comes within. Comes with socializing with others, fulfilling your passions, living a healthy lifestyle. I don't think it comes from this external, you know, this external side of things. Because what's that? It's fleeting. From my experience, whenever I buy something, in the past, whenever I've bought something that I really, really wanted, it only made me like happy for a few minutes, an hour, I don't know. But it's not long lasting, alright? It's basically just instant gratification. Your life isn't necessarily going to improve. You're not necessarily going to be fulfilled just because you bought this item. Just like I said, the depressed millionaire, he has basically everything that he could ever ask for. You know, he can buy the islands, he can buy the houses, he can buy the mansions. He can get the great food. Okay, he can buy so much jewelry. You know, get the girls, get the men. But he won't be necessarily happy. He's depressed actually, because he doesn't have some sort of higher meaning. Okay? But anyway, it's okay. The next thing, everyone is different. Alright? This is about, you know, calling other people losers. This is about being mean to other people, judging other people. I think this is important for us to realize as a collective human race. that everyone is different. And that no one actually chose to be born. Your mama didn't choose to be born. Your granny didn't choose to be born. Like, I didn't choose to be born. I wasn't there. I wasn't there as a sperm. I didn't go sign a contract saying, oh, bro, yo, I totally want to be born. Like, obviously, I didn't want to be born. Okay? Am I grateful for my life? Yeah. But, you don't owe anyone anything. Okay? Like, don't be mean to other people. Don't judge other people. They're just living with the cards that got handed to them. If they want to live in a lifestyle that subjectively seems disappointing to your expectations, that's fine. That's fine. Okay? I'm sure they understand that their actions have consequences. You don't need to bother them about it. Okay, just live your own damn life. Live your own damn life. Right? Everyone's different. Don't hate on anybody. Okay, no one's a loser. No one chose to be born. Okay? This life is damn suffering. Those of us on self-improvement, we're just ones who decided, you know what? Why not? Why not improve our life? Why not for the sake of it? Is that the right thing to do? I'm not sure. Is that the wrong thing to do? I'm not sure. There might not be anything wrong or right about anything. Okay. Everything is just subjective to everybody. Okay. If he wants to, play video games every day, then go ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Right? It might seem a little bit, if I saw myself doing that, I would be disappointed. But so be it. He lives his own damn fucking life. He gets to be the judge of whether he's happy or fulfilled or not. I'm not the judge. I don't have the right to be that. Okay? So anyway, the next one is becoming your best version. Alright, and how we want to become our best version is by building an undeniable stack of proof that we are who we say we are. Okay. But yeah. Alright. Simple as that. Okay, being your best version isn't simple at all. But you just gotta think, what will my best version do at this point in time? What would he or she do? Yeah? So I'm stumbling right now. I might be getting a little bit irritated because I'm not, communicating the best way to the viewer. But, the best version of myself would calm down. He wouldn't expect anything. Right? He would give his 100%, which means he would slow down. Okay, slow his pace. Okay? Take a deep breath. And yeah, you just have to keep providing proof that you are who you say you are. And eventually, you'll believe that you're the best version. Eventually, you will become the best version of yourself. And once you're the best version of yourself, you have to keep aiming for the next best version of yourself. All right, and this is how I'm escaping self-improvement hell, getting into a rut every single week. That's how I've escaped for the past 3 weeks back then. I escaped because I consciously tried to be the best version of myself at all times. Never failing, obviously I failed, but never allowing myself to have any inconsistencies. never allowing myself to be undisciplined because I didn't feel like being disciplined that day. That's the whole point. But in being the best version of myself, I took the best version of myself and made it my worst version. What I mean is that I made it my standard. I can only accept the best version of myself. And through that process, I've improved exponentially. Okay? And this is really hard to do. Like, this is really damn hard. If you have trouble being disciplined, then this will be hard for you. It's like cold turkey. You just gotta quit. You gotta quit. Like cold turkey. It's hard, but that's the point. The harder it is, the more progress that you're gonna make. Okay. Even when I was consistent with everything, even when I was disciplined with everything, I still found so many mistakes, little mistakes that I didn't even know I was making, that I would have never found before. Alright, when I was undisciplined. Okay, next thing, aim high, hit low. Okay, this is gonna be like rapid fire. I'm not gonna delve too deep into these points because, you know, the video is getting a little bit long. But aim high, hit low. When you aim high, when you 10x your goals, you might be thinking, yo, what's the point of 10xing my goals? Like, because I'm trying to make 1K a month. What's the point of trying to become a millionaire right now? The point is, like, even if you don't succeed in reaching that unfathomable goal, your success will still be 5 times, 3 times, whatever times above your current level of success, above your current goals. It will still be way higher, right? Because the goal, right? If you 10 times your goal, the pressure will be way higher. You'll be forced to work way harder at your goals if you 10 times them. Okay. Next point. Slow progress. Okay. I'm not scared of moving slow. I'm scared of standing still. Because what's worse? You're gonna sit there. You're gonna sit there, being unsatisfied with your progress. But what's worse? You give up and do nothing about it. You give up and you'll never progress. Because if you stand still, if you give up, then you would never progress. Just like I said, in the mindset of never giving up. Okay? Everyone has different paces, but as long as you show up, as long as you be consistent, then it's okay. It's okay. You know? Small steps, baby steps. Alright, just do it. Just do it. Okay? Whether you put in 10% today, that's okay. Right? Put in 11% tomorrow. Okay? So yeah. Next point, lifelong student. Okay? I think everyone should be a lifelong student. Everyone should encouraged to learn, because, right, keeping our mind healthy, we're keeping, because learning every day, right, you get to learn every day, right, so many of these mindsets, so many of these habits that I do in my life, self-improvement, right, the whole thing of self-improvement, I learn, without going out on my way to learn these things. Right, okay. Without going out of the way to learn these things, I would have never learned them. Duh. Like common sense. But every day we should strive to learn something. Strive to learn something new. Because if we're learning, then we're improving. Okay? But anyway, these Stoicism principles, 3 Stoicism principles. Memento Mori. Okay, it's appreciating every single moment because life is short. Okay, seriously, you could die at any moment. Right? You could die at literally any moment. Now, I could die while I'm recording this. Okay? We gotta appreciate every moment. What is this? Just like Ichigo, Ichi-e. The next one, Summum Bonum. I don't know what language this is, but yeah. It means we have to guard our way. Every day we have to wake up being the most virtuous, kindest human that we can be. And this is what I believe. I believe this is part of our purpose in life. This is our duty, just as Marcus Aurelius believed in life. He believed that humans ought to be kind to everybody. Just like the bees, they ought to, suck whatever was out of the flower. But I don't know what I'm getting at with this, but the point is, I just believe that humans are meant to be kind to one another. Alright. And the next one is Premedatio Malorum. Okay, this is about being prepared for the future. Preparing one's mind for the future. I think that visualization, having an anti-vision is important for these. Because when we have an anti-vision, when we have a negative place to fuel ourselves away from, we're trying to run away from this negative place. We're insanely disciplined. We're insanely more disciplined than we were before. Because now we have a place we don't want to be at. Right? It just creates a much stronger overall reason for why you should be disciplined, for why you should be a virtuous human, for why you should be everything that you are, for why you should be the best version. Because you have two places you want to be locked in for. You have your reason. Okay, mine is creating something beautiful. You have your reason right here. Right up. Yeah, I want to create something beautiful. I want to have my future wife. Or future husband. Or, yeah, I want to support my friends. I want to have the strength to support my friends. I want to make money. But here, right here. Oh, hell no. I'd rather die than go back to my old self. I'd rather die than rot on bed playing games all day. Rot on bed, scroll all day. All day. And this is just me. This is just me. I'm not shaming anybody, okay, for doing those things. If that makes you happy, then go do it. Go fucking do it. Alright, you should be doing it if it makes you happy. Alright? But for me, doing those things doesn't make me happy. And maybe for a lot of you, it doesn't make you happy. Alright, so this is why you're watching this video. Okay? I'd rather die than do that shit. Okay? So yeah. It's important to have an anti-vision. Just like the Stoics had. Right? We have a moment, we just visualize. Oh shit, how would my life be if I went down that path? What's the worst possible path? What's the worst possible job you could be in? Worst possible situation, right? I've lost everything in life. I've lost all my family, lost my limbs, lost my ability to speak. I'm blind, deaf, mute, okay? Like, no money, broke, alright? 0 friends, no food, about to die, on the verge of dying, just all those things. You don't have to go that extreme, but the next thing is gratitude. Okay, because once we start becoming grateful for life, You know, everything around you exists. Everything I'm grateful for. Okay, you just become more happy. Okay. I see Christians. They're pretty happy. Okay, not all of them, but they're pretty happy. And I go to a Catholic school. Okay, I'm gonna say that much at least. But I'm an atheist myself. But you know, Christians, you know, they're pretty happy believing in God or whatever. You know, hey, at least it teaches them to be grateful for the life they have. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Alright, not clowning on Christianity. Alright, people can believe what they believe. It's whatever. But that's just what I believe. Okay. But you know, the one thing that I do believe is gratitude. Okay. Once we have more gratitude in our lives, we can just become more happier. We can appreciate the small things in our life. Our relationships will be better. You know, our discipline will be better because I'll be thinking, shit, yeah, I can do this. Right? I get to do this. I have the privilege of improving my life. I have the privilege of going all in. I have the privilege of achieving my goals. Ooh. I'm stuttering so much. Okay. Calm down. Yeah, this video will be long anyway, but the next point, the final point of the video. I'd rather die doing what I love than living a secure life. Shit, I already said this. But anyway, y'all. We finished the video off with that. I'd rather die than live a secure life. I'd rather die than live that life, that anti-vision. Yeah, I'd rather die trying to live my best life. Okay, so yeah, it's the end of the video. You know, I know it's a little bit messy. You know, my iPad storage went off, and you know. But if you literally watch this video to the end, comment down below. Hey, comment down below whatever point you want me to make a video on. Comment next to it, Jaroi, and I'll make a video on it. Okay? But if you watch this to the end, then I really thank you. Really. 감사합니다. Okay, anyway, see you next time in the next part, which is going to be physical health, either physical health or mental health, probably physical health, but yeah, anyway, so see you guys and thank you for watching.